Shabaz Masoud has just become the new IBO Super Bantamweight champion by beating Liam Davies via split decision. First of all, the judges tried to rob Shabaz Masoud badly. Shabaz Masoud absolutely dominated Liam Davies in that fight. It was ridiculously one-sided. I'm not going to lie. It was very one-sided. Shabaz Masoud, 100% the well-deserved winner there. And the judges tried to take his moments away from him. But thank God they didn't. I scored the fight 117 to 111 to Shabaz Masoud. I thought he was very convincing, and his work was very clean. He was very accurate with his shots. He was so much more well-skilled guy, he was so much more the better boxer from Liam Davies there. It was shocking how awful Liam Davies looked there, to be fair. But I think Masoud also looked pretty awful as well, to be honest. Shabaz Masoud did his thing very well and just showed a completely different level, if we're being real. It was just a different level that Shabaz Masoud showed. It was a completely different level. So fair bloody play to him. Fair play to Shabaz Masoud. Did his thing very, very, very well there. This is how I scored the fight. So I gave all 10-9 rounds, by the way. I gave the first round to Masoud, second round to Masoud, third round to Masoud, fourth round to Masoud, fifth round to Masoud, sixth round to Masoud, seventh round to Masoud, eighth round to Davies, ninth round to Davies, 10th round to Masoud, 11th round to Davies, and 12th round to Masoud. That's how I scored the fight. And 117-111 to Shabaz Masoud. I feel like throughout the whole fight, Shabaz Masoud was so clean with his work. I feel like his body shots were very good, and Shabaz Masoud was just so consistent with landing his straight left hand, and Liam Davies could not get away from it. And I feel like a big question about Liam Davies in his fights have been his defense, because with Davies, it's always offense first. That's what Liam Davies is. He's not like a balanced guy who always, who does think about defense as well as offense. Liam Davies just always likes to think about offense, and that's why he was struggling today, because he's in there against a moving target. Davies was unable to cut the ring off because of Shabaz's movement, changing angles well. His pivots were very good, and he was very unpredictable with his movement. And, I think Shabaz, used his southpaw advantage very, very well in that fight. And I think it's even more impressive from Shabaz Masoud, because Davies has been up against, I think Shabaz was his fifth southpaw opponent, and Davies has usually been able to deal with southpaws pretty easily, but not Shabaz Masoud. Shabaz Masoud's movement was just different to what everyone else is. It has been really when they've been fighting Davies. Some people, when they fight Davies, like to stand toe-to-toe at times. Masoud didn't really have any of that. Masoud just boxed a smart game, was very good behind his jab. His lead hook was good as well. And I feel like, he just used the key weapon, really, Shabaz Masoud, and that was the straight left hand, and couldn't miss with it. Davies didn't really show any hand movement to get away from it. Davies was consistently walking into it, and Shabaz was very good at times being able to lure Liam Davies into the left hand as well. I really liked how comfortable Shabaz Masoud looked on the ropes as well. And I said it before the fight started as well in my watch along. I said I really like how calm and composed Shabaz Masoud stays when he is under pressure at times, and that just really showed and proved my point today. Masoud's very good when he's under pressure. He's very good when someone's coming at him, and Shabaz can just make you walk into shots of his own. And Shabaz's volume is very, very, very good, and it showed in that fight today. I think one thing which kind of won Liam Davies his 3 rounds, which I gave him, were Davies just being really scrappy. That's how Liam Davies won his rounds. He was just very scrappy. There was not one point in that fight where Liam Davies was able to just outskill Masoud. There was literally not one point in that fight where Davies showed skill over Masoud. It just didn't show. Masoud was so much better than him and more skillful than him. Davies just had to make it really scrappy and tried to just rough him up, really, and just be scrappy, land some scrappy shots, clinch, and try and lean on him a bit. And that's tried to break the momentum of Masoud, but and wasn't really able to though. But he did win some rounds through it though. But Shabaz's movement was just really just good throughout, to be honest with you, and just didn't really let Davies hold on to him for too long. And Masoud was just able to come back and let his shots fly, and was so much more accurate and so much more clean with his shots, and landed flush. Davies was never really landing brilliant flush shots on Masoud at any point in that fight. It was just sloppy, some sloppy shots up close against Masoud. Davies tried to play a bit dirty in the clinches as well. Few elbows in there, bit too much leaning at times as well. But Masoud just dealt with it well. Masoud's cardio was very good. Masoud just kept up the same pace from the very first bell to the very last bell. It's just that at times Davies just tried to make it look very messy, which ended up winning him the odd round. But Davies wasn't really boxing properly, if we're being real. He was just really just trying to. He wasn't really doing anything properly in that fight, Davies. He was just trying to be very scrappy. He wasn't throwing good, full-on straight punches and that's why he just wasn't really able to hurt Shabaz Masoud in that fight whatsoever. I think a big thing that helped Shabaz Masoud coming into this fight, and this stuff definitely does still play on the mind, is the fact that Shabaz Masoud beat Liam Davies twice in the amateurs coming into this fight. It gave Shabaz Masoud much more confidence. I'm pretty sure, even though Davies played it off, it was definitely playing on Liam Davies's mind throughout the fight and in the build-up that Shabaz Masoud beat him twice in the amateurs. It sticks with you, it stays with you, and it very clearly showed in that fight. Shabaz Masoud just used everything possible to his advantage and looked so much more better than Liam Davies. And Shabaz Masoud just showed a different level. He just showed that Liam Davies he's not well level. He's not well level. Look at who Davies beat for the title as well, Rob Ells or whatever his name was. Just look at who he beat for the title. It's not. You're not beating anyone special for the title. I mean, Rob Ells is he's not a bad fighter at all. He's not a bad fighter, but he's not world level. He's not world level whatsoever. And Shabaz Masoud just showed something completely different in that fight, and really just confused the living daylights out of just confused the living daylights out of Liam Davies throughout that fight, to be fair. And Shabaz Masoud just made that look so ridiculously easy and outskilled Davies throughout the fight. And the jab was very good. The backhand was very good. Shabaz is just very, very, very good at the basics. He's mastered that left hand. He's mastered that straight left hand. He's very good with the jab. His movement, his footwork is very good. Shabaz Masoud he's just an all-round very good boxer, in my opinion. If he had that bit more power, he would have got Davies out of there because he was landing flush. And, had Davies hurt so much in that fight. And I feel like a big thing about Liam Davies as well coming into it, I just feel like he just didn't respect the power of Masoud. But from the off, Masoud was just landing that, straight left hand. And I don't think it's the full-on power, but it's the accuracy of Shabaz Masoud that really catches you off guard. And for some reason, Davies just didn't care whatsoever going into the fight, just completely played off. But he found out as soon as he was hit with that straight left, he was in trouble, and Davies just wasn't able to deal with it. Great stuff there from Shabaz Masoud, the very well-deserved winner. There we go. Thanks for watching. I'll speak to you on the next one.